In the last video, we talked about how most people accidentally train themselves to become shallow breathers, causing physical and emotional issues, and a few techniques to overcome panic attacks, anxiety, depression, and stress. And in this video, we're going to show more techniques, particularly for athletes, including those that will help with pain, recovery, anxiety, and sleep. Now, it's important to know that stress causes shallow breathing, but shallow breathing also causes stress, which is why shallow breathers remain in a cyclical state of stress. And because of this, they have more anxiety disorders, asthma, headaches, pneumonia, panic attacks, and other physical and emotional problems. And this is categorized by breathing through your mouth, up into your chest, and breathing tall, as opposed to the way we're meant to do this, which is through our nose and down below our chest into our belly and breathing wide. Now, when we breathe this way down into our belly, amongst many other benefits, it helps to increase white blood cells, which, amongst so many other things, helps with your immunity and helps your body to defend invading organisms, reduces stress, grounds us, increases prana flow, and so much more. Now, a lack of oxygen can be associated with every issue we have in our body physically and mentally, and that includes sleep disorders, pain, hair loss, skin problems, illness and disease, everything. It even can be associated with cravings of empty carbs or sugar, because that's just our body's way of trying to get serotonin or increase energy levels. And you could even test this by the next time you have sugar cravings to do any one of the deep breathing exercises that we've done so far and see how that changes things for you. And you could also see my blog on other ways to decrease these type of cravings. But to talk more about breathing structure, it's important to understand the function of the nose. Amongst about 30 other breathing functions that we know of so far, in the back of the nose there are enzymes that produce a small amount of nitric oxide and send that into your lungs, dilating your lungs and your blood vessels, allowing for oxygen to go into your muscles, your tissues, and your organs. And medical companies even know about this because the drug Viagra essentially mimics this nitric oxide effect, dilating the blood vessels that way. Now, amongst other functions, this nitric oxide, when breathing through the nose, also sterilizes the air, killing off germs and bacteria. Now, in the book The Oxygen Advantage, author Peter McGowan suggests that you should breathe through your nose exclusively. He talks about how most people overbreathe, which happens when you breathe through your mouth, and this causes a lack of oxygen to get to your muscles and your tissues. He also talks about how breathing through your mouth negatively impacts the structure of your face, because when you're breathing through your mouth, your tongue is not on the roof of your mouth that supports the pressure coming down on your teeth. So this causes crooked teeth and elongation of your face. Now, even high-intensity workouts should be done breathing through the nose exclusively. And since doing this, I can tell you it's very restrictive at first. It feels like what asthma sufferers explain to me how asthma feels like you're gasping for breath and you can only breathe through a straw. But what this does over time is build your whole respiratory system, including strengthen your diaphragm, making you better at everything you do, including burning more fat, becoming more fit, less anxious, better posture, and all the benefits that we talked about regarding deep breathing. Now, he also suggests to breathe as softly and smoothly as possible through your nose, and what this does is cause your body to think you're in a state of rest and digest as opposed to fight or flight. It also allows for more nitric oxide to mix with the air that you're breathing, and what that does is help to lower your cholesterol and lower plaque. And this has obvious advantages for hypertension, stress, and cardiovascular disease. He also says how breathing through the nose exclusively helped his asthma at least 60 to 70% in the first week alone. Now, if you want to go all in on this, one of the things that he suggests is to tape your mouth closed while you're working out or while you're sleeping with surgical tape. And the tape that he suggests is called 3M micropore tape. And know that if you're snoring, you're breathing exclusively through your mouth. And just a note on safety, pregnant women, children, those who have respiratory issues, or if you're sick or ill, you shouldn't try this. And just a note on muscle tightness. Often tightness is caused by your body trying to stabilize an unstable core or torso. And when you learn to breathe properly into your torso, many times your hamstrings and your shoulders and your back will loosen right up. Now, as far as the first technique, I would suggest using this before any type of anticipated stress you might have, whether that be with a sporting event or a presentation or even a date. I also suggest people to set an alarm on their smartphone or their watch 2 to 3 times a day to remind you to do these techniques or exercises. And since we have a bunch of them now between this video and the previous video, although they target different things, they all have similar benefits. So I would suggest using the one that makes you feel the best or that you can remember. Now, the one we're going to do in this video is called box breathing, and we're going to start out with a 4-second box. So what you're going to do is breathe in with all the techniques that we talked about, breathing exclusively through your nose down into your belly, and you're going to start by breathing in for 4 seconds. Doing this with me? And then you're going to hold that in for 4 seconds. And then exhale it all out for 4 seconds. And hold all the air out for another 4 seconds. So as you can see, it creates a box. Now this can be built up over time like a muscle for up to 20 seconds using a 20-second box. And that was one set that we did, and you could do it for 10. Now this is so powerful that the Navy SEALs use this to relax and lower stress before a mission. And in addition to all the other benefits, deep breathing lowers your heart rate and your blood pressure. And know that if you're not deep breathing, you're only using about 1/3 of your lungs capacity, and that will just lower your energy level and your stamina. So one of the things you want to do, especially when you're starting, is to put your hand on your belly to know that you're breathing down into your belly. And it should be about 2/3 of your intake going into your belly before it starts going up into your lungs. But don't do any more than your body wants to do. Don't force your body to do more, because that will just cause more stress. And after a little while, don't count the steps or the seconds either, because that's another thing that will cause stress. Now for the next technique, we're going to do what yogis call pranayama. Now the practice version of this is to just close one nostril and breathe 10 times for 4 seconds in and out of the other nostril, and then do the same thing with the other side. But to step it up, what you're going to do is use your thumb to cover your first 2 fingers, and then you're going to close your left nostril, breathing in, it doesn't matter which one you start with, breathing in through the one nostril, then covering that nostril that was open and breathing out through the other one. Then you're going to breathe in through the same nostril also for 4 seconds, and then switching sides and breathing out through the other nostril. Then breathing in through that same one. So it's like this. In, out, in again, out, and in again. Then you switch, out, and in again. And you don't take your hand off, I'm just using that to show you. Now, this will give you full control over your stress as well as your heart and your brain. This is a very powerful technique. And after doing this for a while, what you can do is just think of which nostril you want to breathe out of, and you can do that without using your hand to cover your other nostrils. This is taking full control of your body. Now, other people who should do this technique are people who have any type of health problems, people that have difficulty sleeping, people who can't lose weight, or if you have any digestive issues. And if you have trouble meditating, as these will have a direct impact in all those areas. Now, great time to do these exercises are before you go to sleep, because it will help you with a more quality, restful sleep. And when you wake up, as soon as you wake up, because it will help you with more energy and stamina throughout your day, as well as after you eat, because it will help with your digestion, creating a better insulin response. Now, know that if you're not doing these, you most probably have a weak diaphragm and exhaling muscles. So they're very important to do these exercises. And when you are breathing through your mouth and under stress, it causes your blood vessels to constrict, which creates less blood flow to your brain, which is part of the reason why they say we lose 50% of our intelligence when we're under stress. Now, at theartofunity.com, you could see my videos that are for meditation and guided meditations to show you how to remove stress and negative energy, and my Qigong videos that can help you to remove anxiety and depression, and other videos here with techniques such as the Wim Hof method versus shamanic breathing. And I have tons of free information there that can help you with anxiety or to help you get your best performance or mental clarity. So I hope this has been helpful for you. And for more videos on health and wellness, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that they'll let you know when I make more videos like this. And I hope you try this. Good luck.